Hey guys, it's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. In this video, we're going to be looking at the job market for web developers. So if you are interested in getting a job as a web developer, this video is for you, okay? So we're going to try to do this once a month, okay, just to give you guys an insight on what's going on and what type of jobs are popping up. All right, so let's get into it, okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to Indeed.com and we're going to search for HTML. Now, every single one of you guys should be searching for HTML because if you are a web developer, that's going to give you a full list of every job that's looking for basically web development, okay? Doesn't matter what stack it is, they have to put HTML. Because there is no websites without HTML, so they have to put it. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of different jobs in here. Full stack developer, healthcare, software developer. This is something that I've been telling a lot of you guys for, I don't know, for like 6-7 months. You know, the healthcare system, right? A lot of these companies, they are using a lot of web technologies, and even in hospitals. I know one of my friends who actually lives in New York City, who he basically maintains a local database and some type of software that they have in their hospital. It's called Bellevue Hospital, and basically as a web developer, he's in there just working on different features that they need to add for the doctors and for even for the guys that maintain the database. So he's always working on that. So this is something that's pretty interesting. This is like a new industry. I mean, it's been here for a while, but I feel like now it's not like how it used to be, where most of the times you will have to create a embedded application. Now you are basically creating basically websites, you know, web applications that are run locally throughout the hospital. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Entry HTML CSS programmer, okay, not bad. Junior level PHP developer, right? So of course, like I said, with HTML, it's going to show you every single type of job that's out there, and of course we can't go over every single job. I mean, there's 41,000 jobs that are mentioning HTML. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come here and we do title to see which one are actually searching for HTML or have HTML on their title. Okay, seeking front-end developer, web developer, HTML CSS. Okay, and look at that, HTML CSS. They're not even mentioning JavaScript. They're not mentioning anything crazy. For those of you guys that say, man, you can't get a job with just HTML CSS, I mean, I can't make this up. I didn't do inspect element, you know, and change the things in here. Like, this is just HTML, CSS. That there's jobs out there, there's jobs, guys. Okay, as you can see in here, junior CSS, HTML developer again. Okay, front-end developer. Okay, HTML WordPress developer, etc. Right? HTML CSS production specialist. Like, you know, I've been telling you guys for a minute, you know, there's a lot of jobs out there that's hiring people that just because they know HTML CSS. Okay, you could either believe me or you could not believe me. Okay, by the way, guys, if you like this type of videos, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, show me some love, right? It takes a lot of work to do this type of videos and do the research for you guys, so please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Another thing that I want to say is, guys, if you want to learn how to code, go try CodingPhase.com. If you've never tried CodingPhase.com, this is the website. You go to CodingPhase.com. We have a whole bunch of different career paths that you can choose, and pretty much everything that you need to become a front-end, back-end developer, and a full-stack developer is with a membership subscription. Okay, $20. Okay, if you want to sign up for the yearly plus, this gives you access to every other career path: HTML email developer, Shopify theme developer, Shopify app developer, WordPress developer, niche website creator, 6-figure bundle. There's so many different career paths and bundles that you might be interested. So if you sign up for a year, hey, you get access to all of that. And by the way, I'm gonna leave a link on the description so you could get 50% off. So for those of you guys that are scared, like, oh my god, you know, you could get 50% off on the website. Okay, so anyways, let's continue with this. All right, so we search for HTML Right, as you can see, there's a lot of jobs that you can get with just HTML. Web developer, ES6, HTML, CSS, Luna Rover Mission. I mean, look at that. This is what we're working with, you know. This is actually pretty cool. Okay. Again, you're gonna see a lot of different things in here. Written content creator, HTML developer, right? This is something that I've been telling you guys. Another thing that you guys can go for: HTML developer, CSS mobile first, etc. Right? And as you can see, some of the pay is not as high as you might think. You're like, damn, I'm gonna get $100,000. No, of course not, because all they're asking for is just HTML and CSS. Okay, they're not asking for you to be a JavaScript master or a guy with 10 years of experience with React. Like, they're just asking you to know HTML, CSS, be part of the team, and get the job done, right? So this is a great way to get into the industry. You know, you get in there, you do your little 5-6 months, and then from there apply to any other job. You know, experience is the most important thing. So definitely go for it, guys. Okay, so let's go to the next thing, which is JavaScript. How many jobs are out there that are actually mentioning JavaScript? Okay, again, 44,943. Okay, HTML was, if I'm not mistaken, it was, let me see, go back. Let me take this out of here. Okay, search for that was 41,000. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of jobs between HTML and JavaScript, right? They're both are being mentioned in a whole bunch of different job listings. But again, you're gonna find jobs like lead JavaScript developer, web developer, right? This still gets mentioned in here. Junior level PHP developer, because it doesn't matter what type of stack you're in, even if it's PHP, even if it's Python, even if it's with Node.js, even if it's with Java. Like, if you're doing web development, they're always going to mention HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, now let's actually see if they're looking for specific of a JavaScript developer. So again, they're looking for a JavaScript developer. There's 642 jobs, which is not bad. JavaScript plus Django developer, JavaScript developer, JavaScript developer, TypeScript, JavaScript developer, experience front-end JavaScript developer, JavaScript full stack, okay, JavaScript developer, Node.js, React.js, JavaScript developer, okay. So as you can see, this is something that definitely is popular out there. I mean, 642 jobs for a specific job or a specific skill is not bad, actually. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. PHP, the zombie that never dies. Okay, everybody says PHP is dead. I'm like, I don't know about that. Okay, full stack developer. Okay, healthcare software developer, junior level PHP developer, WordPress developer, PHP Laravel programmer, junior programmer, senior PHP developer, senior level PHP developer, PHP web developer, programmer, okay, PHP developer, PHP Laravel. Again, PHP Laravel is the most popular framework for PHP, so that's why you keep seeing it pop up everywhere. It doesn't matter, it could go from all the way from Utah all the way to New Jersey. Like, you're still gonna see a lot of Laravel out there, and we're gonna talk about that in the next section. Okay, but let's come in here and let's see for specifically PHP, right? Because sometimes somebody could mention PHP in the description of the job listing, but maybe they're not using PHP. Okay, they're just wondering if you are a backend developer and you have experience with PHP. Maybe you could do Python, or maybe you could do Ruby on Rails, or maybe you could do Node.js, etc. Okay, but let's search for a specific title of PHP. So coming here, click with that. Okay, so as you can see, we're seeing specifically for PHP 730 jobs. That's not bad. Okay, that's pretty similar to JavaScript. You know how people say, man, JavaScript is the hottest thing out here, this and that, this is the way to go, etc. Like, pretty much PHP got more jobs than JavaScript, and they're, we could say they're neck to neck, right? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Junior level PHP developer, PHP web applications developer, PHP, look, and even in Boise, Idaho, like, we're talking about, it doesn't matter where you go. And this is something that you guys got to keep this in mind when you learn a skill like PHP, C#, right? Java. Like, doesn't matter where you go. You could go to Antarctica and there's a job out there for you. Like, because those are things that have been proven to work, and people are going to continue to build applications with them. Okay. And even at that, there's so many legacy code out there that no matter what, like, you're still going to have to, pay attention to those languages. Okay. So PHP Laravel programmer, PHP web developer, PHP MySQL, PHP Laravel, senior web developer, Symfony PHP programmer, PHP developer, web developer, PHP, senior level PHP, okay, etc. Red Zone, okay, remote PHP web developer, okay. So there you go. Again, Laravel. Laravel is everywhere, guys. Okay, now let's jump into Laravel specifically. How many jobs are out there for Laravel? Let's search for this. And one thing that you're gonna notice is that almost every job that was mentioning like PHP, right, on the title, most likely they probably also have Laravel on their description. So that's why you see one of 747 jobs. Okay, so, and it's very similar to what we're seeing here, 730. Okay, so as you can see, we got programmer, PHP web developer, full stack developer, PHP Laravel, front end Shopify developer, lead front end developer, full stack Laravel, React JS developer. Another thing that I do want to mention, when people ask me, Joe, why did you build your Shopify course with PHP Laravel? I mean, isn't Node.js the most popular thing out there? It's like, yeah and no, because the thing is that you have to do research within the industry. What exactly is it that companies are using? And one thing that you're going to notice a lot is that they're using PHP Laravel for Shopify. Okay, so that's something that you want to keep that in mind when you're choosing a certain skill. Okay, where the jobs are at. Okay, so that's what I focus on. Now let's move on. Let's actually search for title. Coming here, and specifically for Laravel, we got full stack Laravel, React JS developer, PHP Laravel, Laravel developer, okay, full stack developer, and we're seeing all type of states. We got Arizona, Florida, Connecticut, Florida again, Georgia. Like, you're gonna see Laravel all over the US because it's just like the most popular PHP framework, period. Like, hands down, it's actually, to me, is the best one. Some people say Symfony, some people say Cake, or was it Cake PHP, whatever, and freaking all the other ones that's super old. But to me, Laravel, I just love it. It's a great framework and a great community and so many resources. Okay, like, even if you get stuck on something, like, somebody has asked the same question before. So that's what makes Laravel so great, because you're almost not wasting time ever. Like, whenever you get stuck on something, you could search for 10 minutes or 5 minutes and you'll find the answer. Like, somebody has asked the same question. Okay, Laravel Angular, okay, data engineer, PHP Laravel, okay, so this is here in Tampa. Okay, again, popping up a lot of Tampa things because they're probably looking at my location, and then from there they're like, oh, you live in Tampa, let's show them all the jobs that are in Tampa. But there's definitely more jobs out there from all type of places. Okay, let me see if I'll do this real quick. All right, now the next one that we're gonna search for is WordPress. Okay, WordPress is another one that is gonna be popular all over US. You got Puerto Rico, this is PR, Carolina, right? You got Texas, Georgia, right? Tampa, Florida, Arizona. We got Florida again, Texas, remote, Seattle. Like, all over the US, you're always gonna need WordPress developers no matter what. Okay, I know it's not one of those things that's super sexy for people to get into, but if you want to get paid and you want to get a job, those are the skills. Those things that I'm mentioning here in this video is what you need to be focusing on. Okay, you decide what you want to do, but you should focus on those things. Okay, WordPress developer, let's see, again, WordPress developer, WordPress designer, WordPress expert, etc. Junior full stack WordPress developer, remote. Okay, this is not bad for you guys. Go check this out, Cardinal Financial. If you are a junior developer, send your portfolio. They're looking for a junior full stack WordPress developer. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, probably get an opportunity in there. HTML and WordPress web developer, $20 to $40 an hour. That's not bad. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of opportunities. I mean, they only have 276 jobs, but that's not bad. I mean, if you look at Laravel, Laravel has specific jobs to Laravel, 42 jobs. Okay, specific to PHP, there's 730. So for WordPress to have 276, let's say 1/3 of like what PHP jobs is out there in the sense, right? Like that's not bad. That tells you that is pretty big and there's a market for it. Okay, and here we're gonna check out Shopify. Okay, now I want to mention Shopify is not as big as everything else, but because not so many people are doing it, there's more opportunities in Shopify because again, there's less competition. Okay, less people that's really focusing on this, and the opportunities are there for you to take. Okay, so Shopify, let's see, we got 2,000. Look, it was 2052. I just refreshed 2053 now. Okay, so there's definitely jobs out there. Okay, again, when you're looking for Shopify jobs, there's gonna be a mixture between front-end development and a mixture of back-end development, right? If you're doing for a agency, most likely you're gonna focus a lot on the front-end development. If you're working with a company, you're most likely going to be doing a lot of back-end development and doing custom applications for that company. Okay, so it's going to be mixed in here. As you can see, it says junior front-end developer, but in here they talk about we produce customized, fully functional, innovative, interactive WordPress and Shopify websites. One thing I want to mention before we move on is that there's a big difference between when you search for something like Shopify, which is a platform, than when you're searching for a language specific. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Like, let's say for example, if I want to search for a job for PHP and I want to find jobs specific to PHP, then I will want to go and search it by the title. Okay, now if I search here without putting in title : PHP, then they're going to give me all of the jobs that mention PHP. But because PHP is a backend language and not a platform, right? They're going to mention it in the description, even if they're not using PHP. Okay, so keep that in mind. Even if they're not using PHP, you might see, damn, they got 8,000 jobs for PHP. Most likely they're not using PHP in those 8,000 jobs, but they mention it because it's a language for the back end. So you could be doing Django at a company, but they'll mention PHP because if you know how to do web applications with PHP, you could learn how to build applications with Django. So that's why they mention it. Now, when it's a platform like Shopify, it's different. You know, they'll come in and put a title of front-end developer, junior front-end developer, entry-level web developer on the top, but you won't know what type of platform they're going to be using unless you read the description. So this is the opposite. So with PHP, you want to make sure you focus on the title, but with something like Shopify, which is a platform where you're going to be doing development in, you want to look at the description. Okay, so when you're searching for Shopify jobs, search for Shopify like this, and you'll find a lot of jobs that even though it says front-end developer or even webmaster, you'll find that they're actually just asking for somebody that knows Shopify. Okay, again, now let's come in here and do a little quick search by title specific. Okay, you're gonna notice a big difference, right? So as you can see, we have 2,000 jobs that are looking for people that know about Shopify, but on the title itself, they're only looking for 99, there's only 99 listings that have Shopify on their title specific. Now again, just to remind you, because I have to repeat this. I know you're like, damn, Jake, you just repeat it like 3 times, but I have to repeat it so you get it, okay? And literally, if you're searching for a language specific, you want to search through the title, and then the name of the language. When it comes to a platform, Salesforce, HubSpot, Shopify, what's another one? Squarespace. You want to look for the actual search to be just everywhere. It doesn't matter if it's in the title or the description. Give me all of the jobs. All right, so as you can see, 2,000 jobs is not bad. Okay, Shopify doing good out here. Now the next thing that I want to search for is Node. Okay, so one thing that you're gonna notice, again, just like I told you guys, this is more of a language or a tech stack. So you're going to see that it's mentioned in a whole bunch of different places. So if we search for Node, you're going to see that it has 12,000 jobs out there that are mentioning them. Okay. But if we come in here and we do a more specific thing and say Node, we will see that there's 276 jobs for this. So this is very similar to something like, what was it? Laravel had what, like 42 jobs specifically. But this is more similar to WordPress when it really comes down to it. Okay. If you're looking for WordPress development jobs and Node.js job, they're pretty much head to head, neck to neck. Okay, guys. So hopefully this video right here was useful for you guys. Today we are in October 17th. I'm going to try to do this at least every 15th of the month. Okay. So to give you guys a glimpse of what's going on in the industry. Okay. And to help you guys find your jobs and do the research out there. Okay. If I can help you guys out with any little thing like this, I'm going to do it. Okay. I'm going to spend the time to do the research for you guys. Okay. So anyways, man, if you want to learn how to code, guys, come to CodingPhase.com, guys. Literally, if you want to become a front-end developer, back-end developer, it's only $20, bro. $20, you get access to all of those courses, okay? And pretty much if you want to get access to every career path and every avenue that you can go as a developer, guys, sign up for a yearly membership. I'm gonna leave a description, a link in the description, and literally in there, I'm gonna give you guys 50% off. Take advantage. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right here, guys, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Thank you for coming through, man. I really appreciate you guys. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask for, man. It's free. That's free. Show some love. Leave a comment. Show me something. Okay. See you guys later. Peace.